Okay, so this is all of the photography studio equipment that I still have from a few years ago that I'm selling now. Um, these black beams here are part of the uh, rail system that mounts to the ceiling, and the lights hang from that. And these are the pieces that mount to the rails, and then the lights mount to those. They can extend up and down and slide them all over the place. It's really handy. These two here are just two backdrops that I have. I think they're 10 by 12s or 10 by 10s, I forget. One's like a wood pattern, like a barn wood, and then the other one's like a snowy Christmas pattern. I used to have a whole bunch more, but we sold them a couple years ago. And then there's two backdrops, both vinyl, white and black. They're huge. I think they're 10 by 20 or something like that. They would come the whole way down and across the floor. I used them a lot. They were great. That back there is just a little vinyl floor drop, like a 5 by 7. I think it's like a rainbow pattern of like wood slats or something like that. Tripod, monopod. This thing here is some kind of it's for video. It's for getting panning shots and tilting shots, because I got into videography for a while. Over here, let me go back here first. These brackets right here, I got two of them. They mount to the wall or the ceiling, and you can hang your backdrops off of that. I used to use the top two parts of that bracket for the white and black backdrops, and then the bottom bracket I used for interchangeable backdrops, which would be like these ones here. And then these are all the parts that go along with that. For the backdrops, with the chain to lift them up and drop them down. I included some pictures of what that looks like. Here's some of the parts that go along with the lights. Barn doors, things of that nature. I didn't really use those a whole lot. In this bag, I have my two biggest studio lights. Still have the snoots on them, or snouts, whatever they call them. That's that. Good bulbs. I just used them not too long ago. I did senior pictures for a friend. Set up a makeshift studio in their house. So I tested all the equipment and it's working well. You adjust the modeling lamp, you can adjust the flash. It has a sensor on it. When it detects flash from another flash unit, it'll set it off. Or you can run it off of a wireless trigger, which I have a wireless trigger set that goes along with all this. So it's these two lights, some of the caps and things that go with it, all the power cords. I think back here. Yes, this is the wireless trigger that mounts on your hot shoe. And all the receivers. I think I have two more somewhere else for the wireless, to trigger these lights wirelessly, which is really nice. A lot of odds and ends stuff too, but I can't really explain what all is here. But and this tube is a white umbrella for diffusing light. In here is a bunch of stands, a whole bunch of light stands, another studio light, a piece of foam there to protect the bulb. But yeah, that one I hardly ever used. Another umbrella in here, down here. The two umbrellas. In this bag, I won't bother opening it up, but there's a big, huge backdrop stand. There's two stands on each side with a bar that goes across the top, and it's really long. You can hang, actually I've hung these black and white backdrops on that stand. That's how big it is. So these are my two smaller lights that I would use. They're not quite as nice as the bigger ones, but they actually put out a lot of light. They work really good. So you can adjust the modeling lamp and the flash, all that kind of stuff. That one's already got a soft box on it. This is one of the soft boxes that I used on the big lights. Mounts right to it with that. Here's another one of these smaller lights with a soft box, an extra soft box there. This thing is a computer monitor calibrator to make sure the colors are correct. Another umbrella. This is a reflective umbrella. All sorts of stuff. Lots of odds and ends, power cables, clamps, all sorts of odds and ends stuff. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I think this box has more parts for this system here, if I'm not mistaken. And that's pretty much everything. It's a pile of stuff. I know there's one more studio light around here somewhere. I'm not sure where it's at. Might be in this bag right here. There it is. Yeah, one more studio light in there as well. And that's everything. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. Oh, also, this here is just a homemade thing I made for doing videography. Put the camera on here because I got into videography a couple years ago. So I'll throw that in there. This bag is something else. It's not related to any of the photography stuff. But that's everything. So, okay.